Well, hi Haley, thank you for coming in today. How's everything going for you?
Good. I graduate soon, so that's exciting.
Oh, congratulations.
Yeah, a little stressful, but
You know, the best things always are.
getting through it.
Yes, absolutely. Well, before we really get started, is there anything you'd like to focus on today?
I'd really like to focus on going to the gym more often just for that stress relief, because it is kind of crunch time now and it's been pretty stressful.
Okay, so you're feeling super stressed, there's deadlines happening, graduation is a big deadline coming up.
Yeah.
In your stress relief, you find that in the exercise?
I do, yes.
You do? Okay,
Yeah.
What do you usually do at the gym?
I really enjoy running. I find that the most stress relief for me, and it really lets me get out of my headspace. So I usually just run, and then sometimes I'll throw in a few weightlifting things, some abs, a few things here and there, but I really enjoy running.
Okay, so running's your favorite exercise at the gym, but you kind of like to go all over the board a little bit too.
Yes.
Exercise different groups and that kind of
Yeah.
stuff. Okay, well, before I give you some of my ideas, is there anything that you were thinking about how to incorporate more gym time into your schedule?
I think just, planning my day out would be beneficial, and making time for it instead of it's like a if I have time thing, like actually setting the time, being like, this is when I'm going, this is when I'm going to do it, instead of like, well, I'll go if I, can make it.
Right. So thinking about planning your certain days into certain times of exercise, are there any barriers that you can think of that might get in the way a little bit?
Class.
Okay.
Homework.
Right.
And work.
Right. Okay.
The top
So
three.
you're a full-time student and you're working part-time, full-time?
Part-time.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it frees up a little bit for you.
Yeah.
But full-time student, part-time working, on top of being a senior, harder classes.
Yep.
So there's a lot of time there, a lot of time to balance. Okay. Well, so can you think of any specific ideas on how you could do that in your day-to-day?
I think waking up early in the morning and starting my day a little bit sooner would give me that free time that I kind of need for either doing my homework at the time or going to the gym at that time. Just, being active at that time, whether it's like physical or with schoolwork, will free up time later, or I get it done then.
Right. Okay. So you seem pretty determined on making this change. If you were to think 1 to 10, how willing or how ready are you to start implementing this into your day-to-day?
I'd say like an 8.
Like an 8?
Yeah.
Okay. So an 8 is pretty high.
Yep.
Why is it not a 7?
Why is it? I feel like it's not a 7 just because I feel like I am a little bit more motivated than I was maybe last week to start start incorporating this, just because stress has been really hitting me, and there's nothing else I can do to relieve it besides going to the gym. So It's either I let it swallow me, or I'd be proactive about it. So
okay. Yeah.
Ready to deal with that shit.
So motivation is up there. That's awesome. Don't worry about it. It's just me and you here. Okay, so do you mind if I share a couple ideas with you about kind of getting exercise more into the daily life?
I'd love to hear them.
Okay, I know a lot of people who it's worked for, is using a planner, a day-to-day planner.
Okay.
And outlining hour to hour, if that's something that you're focusing on, because from what I'm hearing, you have a pretty busy schedule.
Yeah.
But there's only pockets of time. And if you see it on the paper, it might be more helpful to see, hey, I have this block free. That's time to exercise. That's some stress relief right there. You can do it so it's before an exam or after an exam, letting that stuff go, that kind of stuff. Is that something you'd maybe be interested in doing?
Yeah, that sounds like it could really work with the schedule that I'm dealing with this semester.
Right. And then I know you also mentioned something about getting up earlier in the morning.
Yes.
And that kind of ties into a couple things, not just exercise,
Yeah.
more productivity, that kind of stuff, especially during the stressful part of the year. So how willing are you to wake up earlier? Because I know it gets hard and staying up late, and you're a senior in college. There's a lot of factors that go into it.
I'm pretty willing to try, but I don't know how easy it's going to be to accomplish.
Right.
Because I am a night owl, and I do like to sleep.
Who doesn't? It's one of the best things in the world. Okay. So kind of what I'm hearing from you is you really want to focus on getting gym time in.
Yes.
But the time management part is going to be a little difficult.
Yes.
There's some strings to pull and some pushes to be made.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some compromises.
Some compromises, absolutely. You know, it happens in most changes that we do want to make.
Yep.
However, the end result really is beneficial for the long run. Yeah. Okay, so going forward, we have 2 goals right now.
Mm-hmm.
We can focus just on one if you'd like to, not add too much to the plate. Or we can kind of intertwine them in a way.
Yeah.
If waking up earlier is the goal, that's going to give you more time to go to the gym.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Or if just prioritizing gym and not worrying about the sleeping schedule, so you're getting enough sleep, not worrying about waking up, that's also something you can focus on first. We don't want to take on too much at a time. You got your whole life to work towards the kind of life that you're looking to have and form for yourself.
I think we should focus on the gym aspect because I feel like I might get a little bit overwhelmed having to do both, and then limiting my time when I'm most productive, which is at night, would be super stressful with that transition at this point in the semester.
Mm-hmm. And it's crunch time.
Yeah.
It's getting there at least.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's not think about waking up early. If that happens during the process, that's awesome.
Right.
But let's kind of put our focus more on the gym every day. So I know I brought up the idea of a planner, kind of doing hour by hour. That doesn't work for everybody though, and it's definitely all your personal preference and how you get your days done. So any other things you can think of that might be helpful or not helpful?
I think, whether I do the hour by hour planning for my whole day, I think if I wake up in the morning and I say that I'm going to the gym and I'm going to the gym after my class, like once my classes are over, I think that will benefit me because then I'm setting myself up for success, putting it into the universe and making it a point to do it instead of maybe.
Yeah. No, I mean, from the way that I'm listening, it sounds like you're really focused on this is something that you really actually want to come true and be a part of your day-to-day.
Yeah.
I have another idea for you, if it's okay if I share.
Of course.
So I know we talked about the hour-to-hour planning. Another idea that I kind of just thought of when you were talking is maybe every day you put gym clothes and shoes, anything you'll need for the gym, in your bag. If you don't make it that day, you don't make it that day.
Yeah.
But you were prepared.
Yeah.
If you had a 30 minutes between class and you're like, I'm going to go run a mile.
Yeah.
And then go back to school.
At least I'm making the effort. Yeah.
Right. Okay. Well, sounds like we got some good stuff going. Is there anything you don't feel quite comfortable with?
Honestly, I think those are all really good ideas that I could utilize and incorporate kind of all of them to make it the most beneficial, not just for gym, but for my day-to-day schedule.
Okay.
Just to get stuff done and also reduce that stress level.
Okay. Yeah. So from what I'm hearing, this is something you really want to try out.
Yeah.
How about we give it a little try, and then next time you come in, we can see what worked, what didn't work, and we can keep moving forward from there. Does that sound good?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Okay.
Well, I'm excited for you.
Thanks. Me too.
We're done.